After Blue Bloods wrapped up its long and successful run on CBS, fans were understandably sad to say goodbye. With Tom Selleck's Frank Reagan being the face of the Reagan family and the beating heart of the show, many viewers felt like the end of Blue Bloods meant the end of an era. But now, there's a new chapter beginning, and it's looking surprisingly promising. The new spin-off, Boston Blue, brings a major twist that could end up making the show even more exciting than the original. Boston Blue will follow Donnie Wahlberg's character, Danny Reagan, as he leaves New York City behind and relocates to Boston. He's not retiring from law enforcement, though. Instead, he'll continue his work as a detective, this time surrounded by a brand new team and a fresh environment. While other members of the Reagan family won't be part of the main cast, there's still a chance fans will get Easter eggs or even guest appearances down the road. What makes Boston Blue especially thrilling is the introduction of a new Patriarch figure, someone who will fill the big shoes left behind by Frank Reagan, and it's none other than veteran actor Ernie Hudson. Hudson will play Reverend Peters, a respected Baptist pastor in Boston who isn't just a spiritual leader but also the father of Danny's new partner, Detective Lena Silver. Played by the Walking Dead Sonequa Martin Green, Lena brings her own strength and style to the team. Reverend Peters, much like Frank Reagan, serves as the moral backbone of his community and family. He's known to be compassionate, warm, and accepting of different backgrounds and beliefs, making him an inclusive and thoughtful leader, something that could bring fresh depth to the show. While Tom Selleck's version of a patriarch was steeped in Irish-American Catholic traditions, Hudson's character offers something new. As a black pastor with a strong community presence, Reverend Peters adds diversity and a different viewpoint to the core of the series. This change doesn't just reflect today's social landscape better, it also helps Boston Blue feel less like a copy of the original and more like its own show with its own voice. Replacing someone like Tom Selleck might seem impossible at first, but Ernie Hudson is a brilliant casting decision. Both actors rose to fame in the 1980s and have earned respect over decades in the business. Hudson has the same kind of presence that Selleck brought to Frank Reagan, someone who can stand in a room and command attention just by being there. Fans can expect Reverend Peters to have a similar effect in Boston, wise, grounded, and always ready with advice or a firm stance when needed. Another reason why Hudson's Reverend Peters works so well as the new anchor of the series is the contrast he brings. Blue Bloods was known for its weekly dinner scenes and family discussions that reflected traditional values and law enforcement ethics. Boston Blue, on the other hand, seems to be setting up for a different kind of family dynamic, one where religious values, cultural experiences, and modern perspectives will likely clash and harmonize in interesting ways. That could give the show a real edge and open the door to storylines we've never seen before in the Blue Bloods universe. Looking at Ernie Hudson's resume, it's clear why he's perfect for this role. His career spans nearly 50 years, with unforgettable roles across both film and television. Most people know him as Winston Zeddemore from Ghostbusters and its sequel. That role alone made him a household name, but Hudson didn't stop there. He's appeared in iconic films like The Crow, The Basketball Diaries, and Miss Congeniality. His screen presence is powerful but always approachable, exactly what you'd want in a character like Reverend Peters. On the small screen, Hudson has been just as prolific. He's had roles in popular shows like Modern Family, Law and Order, and The Family Business, where he played the tough yet loving L.C. Duncan. In Quantum Leap, he played Herbert Magic Williams, a key role that proved he could lead serious dramatic scenes with depth and emotional weight. He also played Sergeant Albrecht in The Crow and showed his action drama skills in LA's Finest, where he portrayed Joseph Vaughn, a former LAPD officer. All of this means Hudson brings more than just name recognition to Boston Blue. He brings years of experience playing complex characters who know how to balance authority and empathy. That's the exact balance Tom Selleck struck with Frank Reagan. And now Hudson has a shot to do it his own way in a new city, with a new story, and a new family. Boston Blue is shaping up to be more than just a spin-off. It's becoming a reboot of sorts, but without losing the heart that made the original so loved. The fact that the show is introducing a black family at the center of the story also opens the door to explore new social and cultural themes, including race and community relations and policing, something Blue Bloods touched on occasionally but never tackled head-on. Having Reverend Peters and his daughter in the spotlight gives the series room to explore deeper layers, both personal and professional, of what it means to serve and protect in a modern-day city like Boston. Danny Reagan, as a character, is also getting a new lease on life. With the Reagans no longer around the dinner table, he'll be challenged to grow in different ways. He'll have to learn to work within a new department, build trust with a new partner, and navigate a different community. That creates plenty of opportunities for drama, tension, and character development. And with someone like Reverend Peters keeping an eye on things, both inside the police department and in the broader community, the show will have a moral compass that fans can rally behind. If Boston Blue can blend action, heartfelt moments, and thought-provoking issues the way Blue Bloods did, it has the potential to be a hit. But even more, if it leans into its new cultural direction and lets Reverend Peters become more than just a background character, it could end up being a standout series on its own. With Ernie Hudson in the lead Patriarch role, that future seems very possible. To sum it up, Tom Selleck's presence will always be missed by Blue Bloods fans, but the introduction of Ernie Hudson as Reverend Peters isn't just a solid replacement, it's an exciting new beginning. His involvement makes Boston Blue feel less like a continuation and more like an evolution. This is a new story, with new faces, and a brand new city, but it's still connected by the same values of family, duty, and justice that made the original series iconic. Boston Blue isn't just another police drama. With this cast and this direction, it might just be the next big thing.